What do people think is healthy but really isn't? Fat-free doesn't mean miracle weight loss. Panera bread, granola bars, smoothies from smoothie shops, they use sorbets, ice creams, and juices with an insane amount of sugar in them. My sister worked at a smoothie shop and people would always come in after going to the gym. It's not what most people think it is. The stupid cleanses. Your body naturally gets rid of toxins and stuff. You just need to drink water. Anything Dr. Oz tries to sell you. PS. Yes. And fucking raspberries too. Wow, thanks for the gold. Granola bars. The one I was eating daily had the nutritional value of a Snickers. Low fat # 100% fat free. Fat free food. Vaginal washes on a daily basis so it smells like lavender instead of what vaginas are supposed to smell like. It's unnecessary and changes your pH down there and predisposes you to infections. Dedicating your entire life to your work without an outlet separate of it. Same goes with overbearing relationships. You will begin to resent whatever you enjoy if it's the sole reason for your existence. Those stupid juicing detox programs. Your body's liver and kidneys naturally detox your body so long as you drink plenty of water. This whole notion that you are detoxing your body with juice is asinine. Vitamin water, it's stacked with ridiculous levels of sugar and no vitamins. Bottling up their emotions so others don't have to hear it. For most people, the food pyramid that was popularized by the Astor is a terrible idea. A lot of people today have realized this, but many older folks still see it as the Bible of good eating, and they are very fat. Getting into a relationship to save / help / fix / mend someone. Getting lemonade or some other juice rather than soda at a restaurant. The vast majority of salads at restaurants. A handful of lettuce buried beneath fried chicken, cheese, and ranch dressing. Shielding their children from every conceivable horror in the real world until they're 18 and naive as fuck. Straight up let your kids get scraped knees and watch an R-rated movie every once in a while. Gatorade, not a healthy alternative to soda. Drink water. The inability to be separated from one's partner or partners for a slightly extended amount of time. There is often more than love there. That shit starts to border on / already is codependency. Nature Valley granola bars. I think a lot of millennials and Gen Zers are beginning to catch on to how bad it can potentially be, but I think dedicating your life just to work is really unhealthy. I mean, fair enough if you have a job you really enjoy, but even so, if you dedicate almost every waking moment to your job, there's a problem generally. It's not a great attitude. Live to work. Absolutely anything Gwyneth Paltrow likes. Declawing cats. It's literally amputation at the first knuckle. Painful as fuck. Healthy alternatives, regular trimming and scratching posts. Gluten-free food is for people allergic to gluten. It's not some dieting trick. I was a manager of a Jamba Juice for a year or so, and people used to come in BC they got it was healthy, but the most commonly ordered smoothie by this crowd, apples and greens, the small size, has 44 g of sugar. Most of the smoothies are packed in sugar. Blood is thicker than water. Family can be toxic, and that means it could causes a lot of grief. Activated charcoal. It's amazing if you've been poisoned, but it absorbs good nutrients as well. I'm getting so sick of seeing it in everything. Most smoothie places, or smoothies in generally, guys, I get it. It all depends on what you put in them, but the shit you buy from Booster Juice is pretty unhealthy. 3 large meals a day. Ordering sweet tea instead of getting a soda might just be a southern thing though. Organic chemical-free skincare. Basically replacing helpful and safe chemicals for your skin with irritating ingredients, food, and essential oils that would just make things a lot worse. Sure, it works for some people, but it's not exactly a good thing to tell everyone that chemicals are bad. People often forget that we and our skin are actually a chemic composition, and not all of these are harmful, but are actually good for you. Doing a keto diet, but only eating the foods you like that are allowed. I.e., someone I know eats bacon and sausages every single day and sucks down a can of whipped cream because she's going keto. The amount of comments here saying something that literally no one has ever claimed or thought to be healthy is staggering. Any kind of substitute for something viewed as unhealthy Though I understand it's hard to quit unhealthy habits, so I still think it's a step in the right direction to find an alternative. Granola bars. They are basically candy bars. Washing your hair every single day. I still feel weird when I bathe without shampooing the shit out of my hair, but the fact is that my hair is a lot healthier now that I wash it every other day. That green juice stuff. It's way too sweet to not be bad for you. I mean, come on, it's just as sweet as a glass of Tropicana. Do you really expect me to believe that it's this detoxifying ambrosia that everyone claims it to be? Marijuana. While it can have positive effects, it does have negative effects too. Basically any and every diet that promises you'll lose a lot of weight really fast. That's super stressful on your body and isn't necessary for people that are just trying to slim down 15 to 20 pounds. Counting calories is all a normal person should have to do. If you stay under a certain amount and stay moderately active, you'll start shedding pounds at a much healthier rate of about 2 pounds per week. Orange juice. Too much sugar. Having a child to save a relationship. Subway. Yeah, sure, you're for meat. Footlong, cheese-filled sub is way better for you than a standard tuna butter, you unquestioning bellend. Non-GMO products. The non-GMO project label is on thousands of products and is used as a marketing ploy. Less than 30 varieties of plants, corn, wheat, etc. even have the potential to be GMOs as of right now. GMO products have been heavily researched, and no difference between non-GMO products have been found. Blindly accepting what anyone says on Reddit without doing your own research into it and providing sources. Intuitive eating. Lots of junk food are designed to make you feel like you need to consume more of the food after eating. Organic food. Dude, rat poop is organic. Just because it has organic label doesn't mean it's healthy. Here's an unpopular one. Believing the nutritional values of food as fact. There's a wide range of what is actually in an individual fruit compared to what's on paper for a huge number of reasons. We used to grow and breed crops based on size and yield, mainly because nutrition wasn't known for most of human history. But now we are looking closer and finding wider range in what's in the actual produce and starting to control and breed and grow for that. Gatorade. I know so many people who, every time they go for a walk, a jog, or spend 15 minutes on the latest workout gadget, think their workout means they need this. Walking to the mailbox doesn't mean you need Gatorade, Janet. Most people don't work out hard enough to need electrolyte replacement anyways, and if they do, Gatorade is loaded with sugar and dyes and simply not the best option. Drinking juice or smoothies instead of plain water. The worst is grapefruit juice, because not only is it added with loads of sugar, it also has the fun bonus effect of messing with medication absorption. If you take any sort of oral medication, it's best to avoid grapefruit and grapefruit juice. You should take most oral medications with water as much as possible. Basically any MLM product. Fat-free usually means shitload of added sugars. I find myself craving smoothies after the gym as my body is desperate for a sugary cold drink. And I remind myself that I'm a chubby penguin and move on. The place I work at actually doesn't make them with anything more than frozen fruit and coconut milk. The prices are horrendous though. The smoothie place I worked for put a 2-ounce scoop of sugar in each smoothie, unless the customer asked otherwise. Yikes. To be fair, I don't get them, because I think they're healthy. People like to get simple sugars, like smoothies, right after a workout to spike their insulin level. It helps with the uptake of protein. Many people do it on purpose, but there are people who abuse this healthy smoothie and overload on it every day. If you need to clean anything, it's your liver. Give it 6 weeks without alcohol or drugs, it'll thank you for it. You just need to drink water. True. But the drink 8 glasses of water a day thing has no basis in science. My grandma kept buying some weird water and pouring it on her wounds that were slow to heal due to diabetes because of the sachet. But Dr. Oz said, every grandma. So I actually was supposed to do an event with Dr. Oz years ago, a field trip with sheltered children, and he cancelled day of because he was worried someone might take his picture and mess up his new contract. Literally ditched children. The worst. I went to school with his son-in-law. I can promise you the premise extends to his family. I'm looking at you, Jovan. John, you tortured me for 2 years. Dropped 255 pounds of dead weights on my chest and then refusing to spot me. Blindly tackling me in the back and permanently causing a spine injury. Not to mention the verbal bullying.